Hello. Hello, guys. Hello. Hello. Hello.
What jumps can they even do? I forgot. For my first attack, I attacked with a 3-block vertical jump. I didn't want to do anything too crazy on my first attack because if I missed and let him get the chance to attack, I run the risk of taking damage. But fortunately, it seemed like this fight was going to be easier than I thought until something happened. The blocks that I used for my attack all disappeared. In the parkour arena, if you place blocks, you will never get them back. And now I realized why I was fighting a parkour pro. It was genius, actually. If I wasted all of my blocks before getting to the champion, I would have no fighting chance. Hey, quick question. The people who put you here, what did they say you were here for?
Oh, yeah, they said I would be warming up the crowd, you know, for, like, the fight.
Warming up the crowd? You know there's
literally no crowd.
Right? Yeah, I know. Please just get this over with.
Oh, God, I'm a terrible person. Man, this is the weirdest parkour battle ever. For my second attack, I built a 4-block jump. And of course, it was successful once again. But at this point, I wasn't worried about winning. I was worried about the blocks I was losing for every attack. There was no way I could afford to use more than 2 blocks for an attack. At least not in this fight. For the final attack, I did a backwards jump.
Did you just go backwards?
This is not gonna be pretty. Oh, shoot! Oh,
there it goes.
Not how I thought it was going to turn out. It was a little unfortunate that I essentially wasted 2 blocks on that jump since he didn't even try it, but at least I survived the first parkour battle without taking any damage. So now what happens? Do I fight the champion? I stood there on the platform not knowing what to do until I saw someone jumping towards me. All right, this is it. This is the battle for life or death. Let's get this over with. So, you must be the champion, right?
Me? The champion? You're joking, right? Look at my boots. I'm a master.
These boots were made for walking.
I thought I was fighting the champion,
And that's
so when does that happen?
what they'll
We still
do.
have 2 more people to go through.
2 more people?
But you're not
What?
making it past me. Let's go. Start the battle.
This is not good. I have to win 2 more parkour battles if I want to even see the champion. It was clear that the odds were stacked against me, but that wasn't going to stop me from trying. Now, I was fighting against a
He's
master.
winning.
This means I couldn't hold back with my attacks. I was going to have to attack with harder jumps. I decided this was a good time to use one of my stairs. For my first attack, I did a 4-block diagonal stair jump, but I was in trouble. Even for myself,
Did
I
I
knew
fucking
the
crash
attack was
out
too
here?
easy.
That's what you're attacking me with?
I was getting ready for the master to easily defend my attack, but by some miracle, he
I
failed
did
it.
crash.
What? The master didn't know, but I realized he built the jump wrong. He tried doing a harder jump than my attack. I got lucky with that first attack, but that wasn't going to happen again. I needed to do harder jumps. I used 2 more of my stairs to build another 4-block diagonal jump. If I make this, I would only need 1 more attack to win the battle. But I missed. I came so close, but I didn't land on the stair.
Wasted another 2 stairs, I see. Even if you do beat me, you'll have no blocks to fight the champion with.
The master was right. I was running out of blocks quickly. I only had 1 stair left, and I wasn't even done with my second battle. I watched as the master built his first attack. I was gonna have to defend myself against a 4-block ice jump.
Go on, use some of your ice blocks. I'm sure you don't have that many of them.
He was right. I only had 4 ice
These
blocks with
boots
me.
were
Even the best
made
case
for
scenario where I
walking.
defend this attack, I'll
And
only have
that's
2
just
ice
what
blocks
they'll
left.
do.
I went for the jump, and I
One of
almost slid
these
off, but I
boots
stayed on. Oh, that was too close. Okay, it was now my turn to attack, but this battle was taking too long. I knew what the master was doing. He was trying to make me waste all of my blocks, but there was no way I could let that happen, which means I could only do one thing. I needed to build an attack that would end this battle right now, and I knew just the way to do it. In a parkour battle, the harder the attack is, the more damage it does. And I was about to attack with one of the hardest parkour combos I've ever done. All right, 4-block jump into a 2-block. Let's do this. I attacked with a 4-block jump into a 360, and I made it. Oh, let's go. I actually made it. That was the craziest parkour combo I've ever done. All right, buddy, your turn. 4-block jump into a 2-block 360.
This is impossible.
I watched as the parkour master attempted the combo and failed, and the damage was enough to win the parkour battle. It worked. That parkour combo that I did may have just saved my life, at least for now. If that master was telling the truth, I still have to win 1 more battle if I want to fight the champion. There was nothing else I could do. I tried looking around for a way to escape, but there was nowhere I could go. The only way out of this arena is to continue fighting. From across the arena, the path opened up, and my third opponent jumped towards me.
FO, you've come so far, but this is as far as you go. I'm afraid you won't make it past me to fight the champion.
Why is this a Parkour
Let's begin.
Simulation 2 movie?
It's just another master. I just beat one before, and I used to dream of being the champion. Do it again. If I could finish this battle with a couple parkour combos, I might have enough blocks to fight the champion. For my first attack, I decided to build 2 4-block jumps. I thought this combo would be hard, but I
Reasonable.
had no clue who I was facing. The master made the jumps easily, and my
Boots
attack
are
was
made for
unsuccessful. Now,
walking.
I was in huge trouble. Unlike all the other people I faced in parkour battles, this master was not afraid to attack with his own parkour combos. And unfortunately for me, his was much harder than mine. The second jump in the combo was a jump that I didn't think would be possible. It was
These
too
boots
far,
are
but I
made
had to
for
try. My life depended on
That's
this. I
just
went to
what
defend the
the-
attack,
Oh.
but I overjumped it. The attack dealt 5 hearts of damage. Oh, this is not good. This is really
Uh-oh.
not good. I managed to gain back 2
Oh,
hearts,
oh,
but my
Rocky.
hunger was lost. This was it. No
Where's
more
Amber
second
when I
chances.
need her?
No more regenerating health. I had to make these jumps. The parkour master attacked with an even harder combo, this time using 2 chains and an ice block. But by some miracle, I made it.
Yippee!
Oh man, how did I just do that? This master was too good. No matter what jump I thought of, I knew he could make it. That's why I was gonna have to do something that's never been done in the history of parkour battles. And I was gonna have to do this first try. Finish it off with the 3-block candle jump, and we are
Oh,
done.
God.
Let's go. I'm probably gonna die. Let's do this. Flower pot jump to
I'm
chain.
gonna
chain.
do something real quick. I want my duvet. I want my duvet. Duvet. I want to get comfortable. There we go. I'm all comfy now. Ew. Ew.
To backwards jump to 360
The drum.
fence jump.
It's
diagonal
crazy.
chain jump to the candle.
I made
did
it.
I just made the hardest parkour combo in the world.
Okay, brother.
Efbo, the champion tasked me with making sure you don't rank up, but I now realize that's not possible. Your parkour is beyond me. You have my respect.
Shut the fuck
Good luck
up.
against the champion.
Before I could say anything, the master gave up and just jumped off. I won the 3rd battle, which means
I'm
now
dead.
I only have to battle the champion. And the champion is the one that tried to stop me from ranking up this entire time?
All of this parkour just to die by the champion.
This
Hey,
was
babes.
it. Standing in front of me was the champion of parkour civilization.
You put up a good fight, I'll give you that. But this ends here.
I watched as the parkour champion built his first
my
attack,
God.
and it was a 5-block jump.
You
5
beat
block.
me in this battle, you become the parkour champion. And you could be the one that makes the rules.
Does he have
But this is
fucking
my parkour
creative?
civilization, and I
What?
never lose.
The parkour champion made the 5-block jump.
That's
it's
not
not
possible.
It's just not. I can't do it. This was it. This was the end. There was no second chance, no backup I could call
Shoo.
for, nothing to get me
Shoo.
out of this. I lost, and I won't be the one to save parkour civilization.
Oh, he fucking died.
I opened my eyes, and I was in a place that I knew all too well. I was down at the bottom. I was in the parkour temple at the noob level of parkour civilization. I opened my inventory, and I had leather boots on. After the battle with the champion, I am now a noob again. I let everyone down. I was supposed to be the one to save parkour civilization, and I couldn't do it. And
Well-
now the champion gets what he wants.
Guess that's the end.
No one can ever rank up ever again. No one's free. People risked their lives because they trusted me to help them, and I failed. And it was all for nothing. Now I'm just at the bottom again. I don't even have sprint. I can't even do more than a 2-block jump. It's over, right? The old man gave me the last ticket to rank up. And even if I did, what's the point? The only way I could save people is by becoming the champion. And he's impossible to beat. Well, it's out of my hands now. There's nothing to do. I mean, maybe I just go back to parkour prison. At least there I could get fed some better food. Rather have fish than raw chicken.
Down at the bottom again, are we?
What?
Maybe I was wrong about you.
What's this
You were
bitch?
wrong about me. Wait, who are you?
Something tells me you already know the answer.
The strange man turned around and he was wearing netherite boots?
Netherite?
Oh, I do not want to do that again. There must be a parkour god looking out for me. You're
Parkour
the
god?
Parkour god? But you were just a myth. Is this all of your doing?
The parkour civilization I created was never intended to divide people, but the new champion had different plans.
And you wanted me to stop the champion. and I couldn't. I'm sorry you put your trust in me. I thought I was good enough. I thought I could do it.
You seem like all hope is lost.
I mean, I can't do anything. I'm back at the noob level. I can't get a ticket anymore. I can't even sprint. What good is a 1-block jump gonna do against the parkour champion?
As long as you can parkour, there is always a way.
Oh.
Parkour god dropped a pair of boots on the ground and jumped away. What
Diamond
is
boots.
going on? I jumped over and grabbed the boots that the parkour god left. These were no ordinary boots.
Brother,
These
could you
were
not see they were
diamond.
blue?
Only
What
the
is he on
parkour
about?
champion wears these, and now I have them. I threw away my leather boots and I put on the champion boots.
Oh.
Immediately, my hunger bar returned to full and I could see above into the upper layers. Oh my god, this is crazy. What is going on? What is going on?
Can
I
he
don't know
fly?
where the parkour god got these boots from or why he would trust me with them, but it didn't matter. This was my second chance.
Where do you think
I don't
he got
know
it
how
from?
I'm gonna get back
Creative.
up to the top, but I'm gonna find
He's
a way.
literally
Everyone's
God.
life depends on this, and that's why I'm gonna be the one to save parkour civilization. Parkour civilization was in danger. I thought to put an end to it. Why put an end to all this is if I beat the parkour. I thought I had diamond boots on, meaning the barriers to the parkour temple shouldn't be here, but they were, and I had no way up. That means somehow I was gonna have to get a ticket. Oh, this is not good. I can't even earn a ticket myself, meaning the only way I'm gonna get one is if some other noob has one. But even if I got lucky and a noob hasn't used their ticket already, I couldn't find anyone. I was beginning to think that there were no noobs left and they were all in prison until I finally found one still standing. I asked the noob if there was any chance he had a ticket or even knew someone with a ticket so I could get into the temple. But he said that pros don't come down here anymore and do ticket challenges. It's now impossible for parkour noobs to rank up at all. This has to be the champion's doing. If pros don't come down here at all, the noobs have no way of getting food. That means if I don't get up in time and beat the champion, everyone down here will die. There has to be a
That's
way I can
rough.
get past these barriers. I mean, the parkour god wouldn't have given me champion boots for nothing, right? And that's what
You
I
can
remember.
fly.
I had champion boots on now. These boots were meant for the person that rules parkour civilization. And that's when I thought back to what the champion said.
You beat me in this battle, you become the parkour champion. And you could be the one that makes the rules.
If the parkour champion makes the rules, they had to be the one to place the barriers, right? Which means
So
if
he
someone
could
placed
remove
them,
it.
someone can get rid of them. It was a shot in the dark, but I thought I'd at least try. Oh, this is pointless. This is not gonna work. Wait, what? It broke. I couldn't believe it, but there it was. I was staring at a hole in the barriers. This is insane. I
Crazy.
can break barriers now? Ah, thank you, parkour god. Let's go. I got rid of more of the barriers until there was a space big enough to jump through. All right, let me make sure I'm not hitting my head on any of these. And now it's time to go save everyone. I did it. I was now inside the parkour temple, and I was one step closer to getting back up to the top. Now that I was in the temple, it was time to start actually coming up with a plan. I was gonna have to find a way to somehow get back into the arena and fight the champion. And even if I do manage to do that, I still have to worry about beating him, which is a whole nother story. My rough draft of a plan involved grabbing blocks, and I thought I could get some here, but the chests were empty. Those chests were usually filled with blocks for the pros to do their daily tasks, but someone got rid of all of them. My idea of getting blocks was already off to a bad start, but I had a backup plan for where I could go to get more. I made it back up to the second layer of parkour civilization, but now was no time to celebrate. I still had such a long way to go to get up to the third layer, and time was running out. I made my way over to the place where I could get all the blocks I needed. The parkour training grounds should have thousands of blocks I could use. The last time I was in here, I was training to rank up to become a master, but something was off. The course I built to practice to rank up was still here. This doesn't make sense. Have all of the pros just been practicing this course I built? But that's when my situation just got a whole lot worse. No, come on, they can't be empty. Why are they empty? All of these chests should have been filled with blocks to build parkour jumps, but they were all empty. Okay, this is not good. This is really not good. Something strange was going on, and I needed to find some answers. I took a trip back to where I used
Couldn't
to
he
live when
just
I was a
slash
parkour
give
pro.
blow?
If there was anyone I could trust to talk to, it would be my neighbor. And that was assuming he was still alive. I found the house where my neighbor used to live, and thankfully, parkour civilization hadn't claimed him just yet.
Ebbo, you're alive, and you're the parkour champion?
Well, I'm not really the champion. I mean, I guess technically I am. I don't know. It's a long story. I asked my neighbor what was going on, and he said everything has changed. He said that parkour pros aren't allowed to go down to the noob level anymore, and some masters came down and took every block, and they can't even practice anymore. This was it. This was truly the end of parkour civilization. First, it was the noobs in danger. Now the pros are, and soon it might even be the masters. One by one, the parkour champion is taking away the free will of everyone. And if I don't end this now, there will be no one left left to oppose him.
This is not
Alright,
great.
No pressure, the fate of the world is in my hands, and now I have to speedrun one of the hardest parkour courses there is. Unlike getting up to the pro level, there was no easy way up to the master level. If you wanted to get back, you had to do the course. Even though I've made this course before, this was different. Time was running out, meaning I couldn't waste any taking this parkour course slow. And I can't afford to miss a single jump, because if I do, well, then I guess the parkour god trusted the wrong person. Luckily, I made the course, and I was now at the master level. And now I was at one part of my master plan, which, well, has not been going to plan at all. If I don't get these gold boots, okay, thank you. Finally, something goes according to my plan. I didn't know if I would still get master boots if I had champion boots on, but luckily, I got an extra pair. Now that I was on the master level, I had to blend in. Any one of these masters could be working for the champion, and if they saw me with champion boots on, well, that's attention that I definitely do not want right now. At least with the gold boots on, the people working for the champion might not recognize me. Now was the next part of my plan. If I have any shot at all of getting back into the arena, I was gonna need the parkour master that saved my life. But when I went into the secret room in the parkour temple, he was nowhere to be found. Of course, I knew it was too good to be true to have two things in my plan go smoothly. Now I gotta improvise. Now I had to figure out where the parkour master lived, and I had no way of knowing which house he had. The only thing I could do is sit and wait for him to show up. But if I stayed down here, I run the risk of the masters on the champion's side finding me. I needed somewhere that would at least buy me a little more time, and the only place I thought of was to wait at the very top of the parkour staircase. At least here, I won't be seen that easily, but if I had to get down fast, I had no water bucket to save me. I realized I was standing so close to the barrier between the master and the champion levels, and now I have champion boots, meaning if I put these on, will I be able to see what life is like at the champion level?
Yeah.
But before I could put them on, I saw the parkour master I was looking for. Now this is the part I was not looking forward to. The only way I can follow the parkour master is by taking fall damage, and I'm just hoping that the drop to his house isn't too far, and of course it's a 50 block drop. I'm never surviving that. Oh man, I have an idea, and I don't like it. Yep, this is officially the worst idea I've ever had. Okay, no more thinking.
I hope
just
he
do
does.
this.
No,
I
he's
got
not gonna
momentum,
die.
and I jumped. I thought it was too short, but I made it. Oh, that was so crazy. I know the parkour god does not like me for that one. Even though I barely survived, I found the
How's
parkour
it gonna
master
get down?
without being caught. And now it was time to carry out my plan to save parkour civilization. I told the master everything that happened, and I showed him that I had champion boots. I told him that if I was gonna beat the champion, I would need his help.
I can't believe you
These
survived
boots were
and you
made
met the
for
parkour
walking.
god. We can actually
And
save
that's
everyone.
just
Just tell me
what
what I need to
they'll
do,
do.
and I'll do it.
I had the master give me some
One of
blocks, and I
these
told him to
days,
wait
these
here for the
boots.
next part of my plan. If everything goes right, I should have everything I need to get back into the arena and defeat the parkour champion. But that's assuming everything goes right, and so far, it hasn't worked out that way. I jumped over to the parkour bank. To get back into the arena, I was gonna need more difficult blocks to build parkour with, and I think I know how to get some.
Hey man, I don't mean to assume anything, but the top floor is for people with money. You can come back when you're rich though.
Upstairs must be the place where the bank keeps
Money.
their harder blocks.
Sir, you're not allowed to go up there.
Sorry, man. Got a bank to Okay, never mind. I was expecting to see places where I could buy flower pots and candles, but instead, there was just a massive box with a door.
Interesting.
Sir, this is a private vault for one of our most valuable customers. You have to leave immediately.
A private vault? I guess that might work.
You're not getting into this vault. No amount of money could make me open this door.
No amount of money? Man, this guy clearly has never heard of one of my bribes before.
Just stop. It's not even worth it. What?
What do you say you open the door now? I take it you don't see
Christ.
a backwards 360 too often.
Okay, well I have to let you in now.
Let's go, I still
The
got it.
fuck he
Please
does.
just don't take anything.
Yeah, I'm definitely not listening to that. I started looking around the vault for anything I could use, but most of the chests were empty until I finally stumbled
Ooh,
upon a water
water.
bucket. Okay, I
Yippee.
need blocks, but I guess I'll take this. I don't get it. Whoever owns this vault is supposedly rich, and the only thing I found is a water bucket. And 16 blocks, never mind. I thought this vault was a dead end until it wasn't. In the last barrel, I found 16 brewing stands. Now, my plan could actually work. It was time to go defeat the parkour champion.
Sir, I just wanted to let you know someone got into your vault.
You're the only one who has access to it, so explain to me how that happened.
I mean, I'm sorry, sir, but he bribed me with a backwards 360. I had to.
A backwards 360? There's no one that can do a... No. No. How is this possible?
You know, someone told me something interesting about brewing stand jumps. They're not just difficult, but they can deal any potion effect you want. That's why I wish you the best of luck in this parkour battle, because if you don't make this jump, you're getting the slowness effect. I watched as Siwat tried to defend my attack, but he failed. Alright, now it's time for some answers. I need you to tell me how to beat the parkour champion.
You're crazy if you think I'm telling you that.
Yep, I thought you might say that. Let's see, 3 block. Oh, that's plenty. Alright, one more chance to tell me, unless you want to defend another one of my attacks.
I think I can handle a 3 block.
Alright, man, if you think you can make this jump with slowness, be my guest. I'm just gonna let you know now that it's not possible, so in a couple jumps, you'll lose everything.
Okay, wait, don't. I'll tell you.
Wait.
Please, I like my life here.
Well, that was easy.
Ugh, I can't believe I'm telling you this. The champion uses barrier blocks to parkour. He's the only one that has any left.
He built his parkour jumps with barriers. That means I was right. The 5-block jump was impossible. He just used a barrier. Okay, wait. So if he uses barriers for his attacks, how do I defend against that?
Dude, if the parkour champion finds out about this, I'm gonna lose everything.
I don't care. Just tell me.
Fine. Ugh. There's a secret rule in parkour battles that says if you build a harder jump than an opponent's attack, your opponent will have to do that jump instead.
That's how I beat him. I can just attack with a harder jump. Even if he does use barriers for his attacks, I just have to build better ones. Oh man, this is crazy. Alright, let's do this. You need to send me back to the arena like you did before. And this time, I'm only fighting the champion.
Okay, so if you let me attack you, what's stopping me from just getting rid of you once and for all?
Yeah, I thought you might say that. That's why I got one of the best parkour masters I know to watch you at all times. And if he finds out I don't make it into the arena, let's just say you won't see the attack coming before it hits you.
Oh man, how do you even do these jumps? I really hope that this plan works. There's no way I can make one of these.
Just as I thought, Siwat had no choice but to listen to me. Now, all that I was hoping for is that I would wake up in the arena. I knew Siwat couldn't be trusted, but I had no choice. This was the only way I could get back into the arena, and luckily, it worked. Now, I could battle the parkour champion, and this time, it was gonna be different. I got all of the blocks I needed, and I made my way into the arena. Now, it was time to see if Siwat was gonna uphold his end of the deal, but he did. Standing in front of me was the champion of parkour civilization. Alright,
Crazy?
let's go save everyone.
All the crazy ones.
I should have known the old man would give his boots to you.
What? The old man?
Doesn't matter. You can try as many
I thought he
times
was
as you
God.
want, but your fate remains the same.
The parkour god didn't just give me random champion boots, he gave me the old man's. He was the old parkour champion. Okay, this is a lot to think about right now. I just gotta worry about defending this attack. Well, Siwat got me this far, but now it's time to see if he was really telling the truth. The champion's attack was technically only a 4-block jump with a barrier, so the parkour combo I was about to do should be harder. I countered with a 3-block 360 to a 3-block fence jump.
What?
The parkour champion looked confused, and suddenly his attack disappeared. It worked. It actually worked. The secret rule Siwat told me about was real, and now the champion has no choice but to defend my attack. Except just when I thought I had the upper hand in the battle, the champion pulled out barrier blocks. Instead of building my jump, the champion built some invisible parkour combo. The barriers were invisible, and I had no way of knowing what sort of parkour combo he built. But whatever it was better than my attack, and my attack was now erased. That only left me with one choice, and I would have to build something even harder. I didn't even know what the champion built, so I couldn't hold back on this next attack. I knew I had to risk it all.
This looks
I pulled
silly.
out a 180 vertical flower pot jump into a backwards 360
Did he
candle
even
jump,
hit any of
and
those?
I made it. The parkour champion's attack was erased, and he had no choice but to either try my attack or build a harder one. But the parkour champion wasn't phased, and he countered my attack with the hardest known jumps in parkour civilization. These were Neo jumps, and he did 2 in a row. Jumps where you have to jump around a block in midair. I knew I
can't
couldn't
do
these
Neos.
jumps, and this was not the time to try them. But the parkour champion set the bar high, meaning if my next attack isn't harder than his, I lose everything. But if I don't make this jump I'm about to build, my entire journey is over. But that means the same goes for the parkour champion.
What the
Any
fuck
one
is
of these
this?
attacks will do more than 10 hearts. That means I have to make this. The parkour god trusted me with these boots to save everyone. And for the first time in my life, I actually felt like I was worthy of them. That I was worthy of being the parkour champion.
What? This shouldn't be happening.
I thought I had bested the parkour champion, but I was wrong.
This ends now.
The parkour champion built an attack that was directly over the void.
Either you go down or we both go down.
This was the end. The parkour champion knew he lost the battle, so he built a jump that would take us both down. And there's nothing I can do to defend myself. I knew deep down that this was most likely my last jump in Parkour Civilization.
Rip.
But this time, I wasn't gonna give up. Parkour God, if you're watching me, please just give me the strength for one last jump.
Uh-oh.
I didn't expect my feet to hit the ground again, but they did. And when I turned around, the parkour champion had fallen.
Yes! He's
won.
dead.
I actually
His
won.
ass
It's over,
is
right?
gone,
I'm
so-
the new parkour champion. I'm supposed to be the one who can make the rules and save everyone. So how do I do that? But as I was standing there, something started to happen. My items in my inventory were gone, and I got teleported to the parkour temple. When I walked outside, I looked around, and I realized there was nothing above me. And that's when I remember something the parkour master said to me. He told me that the champion is the only one who knows the way up. I turned around and looked at the parkour temple, and where there was nothing before, there was now a way up to get to the top of parkour civilization. That means my journey wasn't done yet. I still had to make it to the top.
Those are pretty hard,
Luckily,
though.
I'm now considered the best in parkour civilization, so if there's anyone who can make the jumps, it was me. Only one more set of jumps stood between me and the top. I had always dreamed of this day, when I'd look up and I'd see nothing above me. But I never would have imagined what I'd have to
that
go
goes
through
pretty
to
hard.
get here. Every jump I made and every jump I failed all led me to this point, to make it to the top of parkour
Yippee!
civilization.
That's literally
And now
nothing.
I was here, and there was nothing. Just pure emptiness and only the sky. I didn't have any idea of what to do until I saw a structure in the distance. I walked over and I saw blocks
Command
I've never seen
blocks.
before in parkour civilization. They were command blocks, and they were placed in front of a throne. I stepped up onto the throne, and I got my pair of
Diamond
champion
boots.
boots. But this time, they weren't someone else's. They were mine. It only makes
Ooh.
sense that doing parkour on command blocks gives me the power to make the rules of parkour civilization. But before I start completely changing the entire rules of society, I needed to do something first. Well,
What?
I think it's time I give these back. I have a feeling you'll probably be needing them.
F-Bo, you did it. You saved us.
No, I didn't do anything. It was only possible because of you. And that's why I think you should be the champion. I don't know what to
Oh,
do with
that's
parkour
nice.
civilization, but you were the champion. You know how to fix things. I just don't think I'm ready to be the— Whoa, what are you doing?
F-Bo, you think all of this was for me to become the champion again? I'm old, and you know parkour civilization better than I ever could.
But why are you
All
throwing
right,
him out?
I'm gonna need your help. With every 4-block jump on the command blocks, I can change the rules of parkour civilization. And with the help of the old champion, I'm not just gonna make things go back to the way they were. I'm gonna make things better than they ever were.
Better.
Parkour was never about making or failing a jump. It was about getting up and trying again. The parkour god told me as long as you can parkour, there is always a way. And in my parkour civilization, people will always have a chance to try again.
Yippee! I guess that's it. So,
Champion
what's
of
the
parkour
shit?
civilization, but now I am. And I gotta admit, being the champion is pretty awesome. Since I'm the best at parkour, I make the rules of parkour civilization.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to see the second one. I'm like, tired. In my head. Hey Joe. Joe. Joe! Joe, please! He's gone. He's gone, so... What the hell? Mean. This is not fair. Man, where is this guy? Can you stop being gone? Anyways. Anyways, what to do now then? I don't know what to do. I'm tired. Okay. What to do now? Become a bus driver? No. I think I might just end now. I might just end now. It's been a good run. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of got invested in it like at the end, but I'm gonna. That was shit. Sorry. I get it, but like, I don't think that's me. I didn't like it that much. I didn't like it that much. But we're gonna raid someone. Raid. Man. We're gonna raid. Yay! Yay! Start raid. Anyways, I am gonna hit off. Bye bye. Bye bye.